Hey, Lara here, and I'm going to be sharing with you the process for making my first layout for 20 Days of Cutfiles with Confessions of a Paper Addict. Make sure you check out the links to all of the other Day 1 creations linked below this video. I'm working in a 6x8 sized album, and I'm going to do a double spread, and I've gone ahead and shrunk down the stitched tree cut file to less than 6x8 so that it fits nicely on that left hand page over there. So this cut file is really cool. It's got lots of little crosses so it looks like it's stitched, but it's not really. And I based this on the same piece of pattern paper on both sides just to add that connection across. And the photos that I'm popping on this page, which the theme today was tree. And so I'm basing this on the Christmas tree that my daughters would usually get up at sort of just after midnight on the 1st of December, because we always kind of have the thing that we only set our tree up on the 1st of December, so they do it at the first possible moment that they can. And so this is our tree, and our cats love our tree too. You can see, well, you may not be able to see, in the photo one of them is a cat in the tree and the other one's the cat looking at the tree. And as I do this, the cat's up here talking to me in the background. And so the paper that I've used in the background there is from the Holly and Ivy collection by Close to My Heart. And now I'm pulling out one of the older collection pieces, which was from a collection called Jingle Joy, which I think might have been one of last year's Christmas papers. But in this the 20 Days of Cutfiles, I'm going to be using a few different Christmassy papers and probably some non-Christmas papers as well in the 6x8 album. And I found a few Picture My Life cards here. I'm going to tuck one in to use for a bit of journaling. So the photos that I've got there, I've printed on my selfie, and I've printed 4 to 1 4x6 photos. So that's why they're that size and fitting on there quite comfortably. And I'm just using the other side of this Holly and Ivy paper that I've used in the background for matting my photos. So I've just sort of placed them on there and roughly cutting them round with the scissors. And so there was a couple of scrap pieces which I'm using there to back that up and getting them ready there to stick down. And just playing around with placement before I'm actually going to use some glue. And these Picture My Life cards are double-sided, so I could choose whether I wanted it sort of vertical or horizontal. I'm not going to leave the tree just as it is on the left. I will go on and add some other embellishments and things, but I'm just going to get the right-hand page stuck down so that it sort of frees me up to play around with the gorgeous stitched tree cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict. While this is running, there is a discount with the cut files available in Virginia's store on Etsy, so make sure you watch to the end or have a look at the links below to see where you can access this cut file and others, as well as I mentioned before, the other pages for this 20 Days of Cut Files that have been created by other fabulous scrapbookers and crafters. So happy with how these photos are sort of placed. So that photo there on the left is my daughter sort of unraveling the decorations, and then one of the cat looking at the tree while the other cat's sitting in the tree. Right, now the fun bit. I'm going to just adhere this around the tree, so I'm not putting the adhesive where the little crosses or the little X's are, and I'm mounting it onto that backing paper so that there is a little bit of a border around each of the sides. Now I play around with some of the stamps and sort of wonder about bringing some of them in, but I end up going through my sort of random collection of embellishment and sticker sheets from a few different sets, and I find these Christmas trees that I decide to use. I think it was from the White Pines collection, I might be wrong, but if I can I will link that below as well. And so these trees are pretty cute. They just seem to bring in some of the colours on the right hand side and connect across. So just looking at these different sticker sheets and then bringing some of those colours again that are in that tree over to the right hand side because I want the pages to look like they work together, kind of as one unit. Now this next sticker set is from Deck the Palms, which is kind of a more summery collection than a lot of the winter ones. I'm in New Zealand and we have a very warm Christmas. There isn't generally snow. I think we were talking in the weekend that in 2003 we did have snow, but normally it's sort of midsummer for us, so we don't tend to have that. And Deck the Palms is a pretty cool collection in that it brings in the fact that for sort of half the world, I guess, Christmas isn't in winter and there isn't snow, so I liked being able to bring that element in. And now I'm just bringing in some of the berry glitter gems, which I am tucking in at different points around the tree. We actually do have some pink decorations on our tree, so it was nice to be able to play around with these and use them on the page as well. So I'm quite happy with how the tree's looking, and I just realised I needed to bring some of those colours in onto the other side as well, and just popping in the journaling along the lines of what I mentioned before, that the tree gets set up sort of as soon as the girls can, and the cats love it too. It's interesting that this photo was from last Christmas, whereas this Christmas my husband and I went away for a weekend, and while we were away my daughter took that opportunity to put the tree up, and it was well before the 1st of December, but that's just her excitement for all things Christmassy. Anyway, I'm just having a look at some other stickers and thinking, can I tie some of these in or not? And I end up putting "Oh what fun" down the bottom, just sort of a bit of a play on our cats and the kinds of things that they like to get up to. And I found another sticker here which says decorate, and I'm going to stick that up on the top left of the layout there. Hey, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll follow along for the next 19 ones and check out the Confessions of a Paper Addict store for 25% off. Thanks for watching.